We're back discovering what's new at Wisconsin's historic sites. You may wonder how something so old can be new at the same time. Well, let's find out at our next stop. We're heading to eastern Wisconsin on Highway 23 between Fond du Lac and Sheboygan. Let's visit the little town of Greenbush. Hi everybody and welcome to the Wade House. Have you ever wondered just how settlers moved westward? Well, this historic site documents how one family worked not only to settle somewhere, but to build an entire community. From the Stagecoach Inn to the Hurling Sawmill, let's take a walk in history and learn about the Wade family. Now, Mariah's tour started on a boat, but I think mine is going to start with a little more horsepower. Just as visitors did over a century and a half ago, we're arriving by horse. While you're free to roam the grounds when you arrive and visit the blacksmith shop, garden, and even wildlife pens, you won't want to miss a personal tour of the Stagecoach Inn by one of their interpreters.
This is the original building, so the floors are original. A lot of the woodwork is original, and a lot of the window panes are also original. The room that we're in is called the tap room. And I'm sorry, ladies, but we would not be in here. But the gentlemen, they could smoke their cigars, they could chew their tobacco, and they could have their 3-cent glasses of whiskey or brandies.
Back in the 1850s, this place was hopping as travelers making their way by stagecoach stopped for a rest. Today, you can tour all 3 floors and 27 rooms of the inn, including the guest rooms. So if we were discovering Wisconsin in the 1800s, this is the kind of place we'd be staying. In addition to the inn, you're more than welcome to visit the 1860s sawmill for more live-action history.
This is a water-powered sawmill. We're going to be cutting large-size beams, and we'll be also cutting upright posts. We'll run a demonstration cut for you. We can run the blade as slow as 60 strokes a minute, all the way up to about 180 strokes a minute.
Following archaeological, documentary, and image research, the mill was painstakingly rebuilt in 2001 on its original site. But this isn't the something new we teased you with at the beginning of this segment. So just how does a property that's over 160 years old add to its legacy? Well, how about with a monumental renovation project and a brand new visitor center to welcome you? Let's see what's new. Unveiled in 2013 and open year-round, the Visitor Center now serves as your starting point for your Wade House experience. And while the entire center is spectacular, the true gem awaits you downstairs.
This is the Wesley Young Carriage Museum.
Okay.
And Wesley W. Young gave to the people of Wisconsin in 1963 his extensive collection of horse-drawn vehicles.
You know, with all of these carriages, there have got to be some really great stories.
There is a great story. One of the favorite aspects of this particular vehicle is that it's unrestored. It retains its original paint, finish, and all the various textures. And it's really neat because it was a commercial vehicle like so many made in the Young Carriage Company.
Around 70 carriages in all are on display in the center. That's just a fraction of the entire collection. I was amazed to see the different sizes, shapes, and uses for carriages and wagons. But I guess when you think about it, it makes sense. If we have a gas-powered vehicle to do a job today, there was probably a horse-drawn version of that same vehicle back in the day. Trust me, you can really get sucked into the sights and sounds in this museum. See and hear more of my personal tour and find out how you can get a half-price or free admission for a full year to all of Wisconsin's historic sites by first visiting discoverwisconsin.com. And tell us what your favorite historic site is by joining the conversation on our Facebook page. When we come back, Mariah's made it to the western side of the state for her next historic tour.
So just like the magic of those other cooking shows, here's our ready-to-eat cookies.
And we'll finally join Colin on the farm.
I'm sure Grandpa Dolan would be happy to see me doing this here.
We'll be right back.